Okay, we are going to go live in about 5 minutes. I saw Arthur, Arthur, Molly joined. Okay, yeah, we're going to go live here in about 5 minutes. Hi, everybody. I don't have a selfie stick, so the camera may be a little wobbly, but nice to see. You got some pop ups. Okay, nice to see Jay just joined. Arthur's here. Welcome, everybody. And I am just waiting here. We're going to see if a few more people show up at about 4 minutes to 1 o'clock. I'm Brad Richard. I am a certified master life coach. And today is Sunday, and I am in my casual Sunday attire. I'm sitting in my favorite spot in my house, which is my back porch. So we're going to give it a few minutes, and I just want to read a few comments. You're welcome, Arthur. I'm glad to be here. This is my first live stream. I plan on going live every Sunday at 1 p.m. with the Q&A, on life coaching. And so we got about 3 minutes before we get started. I have a few other people joining. So welcome, everybody, to my live Q&A, my live life coaching Q&A session. And I want to encourage you to check out my free offer that I have here on FUD. It's a 20-minute power session, and would encourage everyone to check that out, enroll in it, take the 20-minute power session, and then get in contact with me if you have any questions, and I'll walk you through that 20-minute power session, and we'll go from there. We just got a couple minutes here. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Once again, my name is Brad Richard. I'm a certified master life coach, and I'm here on FUD to help everyone with their side hustle. And what I do pertaining to a side hustle, we'll get into here in just a couple minutes. And yeah, I got a lot of shaking in the camera, so my bad. But welcome, everybody. And I'm trying to follow the chat here. Mike just joined, and Joanna joined. Wow, there's a lot of people. This is my first live stream, so if I make a mistake or miss somebody raising their hand or joining me on the live stream, I apologize in advance. So we are going to get started here in about a minute. It looks like we have about 11 people in the live stream, so I want to thank everybody for showing up to the Life Coach live stream. Thanks, Joanna. I appreciate that. And it looks like everything is working. Johnny just joined. We're up to 12, so that is we got a good crowd. And super. Let's see. We're down to about a minute, and then we're going to go live. Once again, if you have a question, if you want to just type it into the chat there, and just put your question in there. I'll try to address the question. We'll go for as long as you want to, or as short as you want to. Maggie just joined, so thanks so much. And we are down to about a minute, and then we'll get started on the live stream. I'm really glad to see everybody. Nora, thanks for joining. And great, got a great crowd. We got quite a few people, more than I expected, so that's great. And I really enjoy being here on the FUD community. Everyone is fantastic, and my purpose for being here is to help you in any area of life that you're struggling with or that you're having a challenge with. And I'm also here to help you with your side hustle by identifying your true goals and dreams that you may be living and that you may not be tackling right now. So it is straight up 1 o'clock. So welcome, everybody. We are going to start our live session. Welcome again to everybody. My name is Brad Richard. I'm a master life coach. And this is my first live stream on FUD. Really happy to be here. I want to thank everybody for joining. If you have a question, I think you can just raise your hand, or you can join me in the live stream with your question. or you can type it out. And so I'll be looking at the chat, looking down at the chat, and we'll go from there. So I want to start off by saying the number one fear in America is public speaking. It's not death, it's public speaking. So rest assured, I am happy to be alive. And it's something that people struggle with, that public speaking is just a big fear. And I look at it as I was meant to do this. If you knew my backstory, and if you knew the reason that I wrote my first book, Man at 50, A Journey of Crisis, Revelation, and Survival, that's my story, and that's how I got to this point. So don't be scared, and just be authentic, be true to yourself. I am very authentic, and you are seeing, you're getting what you see, and it's the true me. So if anybody has a question, a life coaching question, by all means, put it in the chat, and I would be glad to address that. I want to explain a little bit about how life coaching ties into side hustles. Life coaching, and what I do with my life coaching clients is I walk them back, and I help them to reconnect with their little me's, their little person inside of them, the younger self that had big dreams and aspirations. And when we were young and when we were children, we had these unbridled dreams, aspirations, and we thought we could do anything. As we become adults, we tend to lose those dreams. We lose that spark. We lose that vision, that imagination. And I help my clients reconnect with that little side of themselves, and really find their true dream, their passion, their goals, and their inspiration that they had as a child, but bring that to life as an adult. And when you find that as an adult, choosing a side hustle is very easy and very comfortable. To have your side hustle align with your dreams and goals, things that you have always wanted to do and just haven't done it yet. You need those dreams and that passion to fuel your side hustle, because there will be times that your side hustle is not enough. You'll have ups and downs with your side hustle, and you need a big why, and you have to be clear on your why. Why are you doing the side hustle? And does your side hustle excite you? Does it make you happy? Does it bring you joy? And do you feel like you're living your dream in that side hustle? So it ties in the passion, and it ties in the conviction and your commitment to yourself. So choosing your side hustle needs to align with your true self, your little self, and that's what I'm here to help with, is connecting you to the perfect side hustle for you, that excites you and that brings out your inner passion and that inner little me. So I want to thank everybody for joining. We're up to about 13, 14 people, which is terrific. Once again, if you have a question for me about life coaching, type it in the chat or raise your hand. I believe you can join me on the live stream, and would love to address any questions. The more questions we have, the longer we'll go, which is great. The less questions we have, it'll be short. It'll be a short live stream. So that's my start. That's my opener, and it is really great to be here. I want to thank Maggie, and Jack Hansen has joined. Phoebe just joined. Sleepy liked the stream. Thank you very much for liking the stream. Fairy Tale liked the stream. Terrific. Just go ahead and type out your question if you have a question for me. And let's see. Here's a question from Joanna. So you can help us find our niche, cause that it is what I need. Okay. Yes, Joanna, finding your niche has to be it has to be something that resonates with you and your little lady, your little girl inside of you, something that you've always wanted to do, something that you've always wanted to experience, something that you've dreamed about. Your niche needs to be fueled by your inner strength and your inner power. The gas is what what fuels that, and so that needs to be in alignment. And I would, I can walk you through that, and I can get you back to that place. I've done it. I've done it for myself. This is my niche. This is what me and little Brad always wanted to do, and I'm living that, and I'm totally plugged into that. So I hope that answered your question. We got another question here from Maggie. How do you address the traumas that people experience as those little people as those little kids, which stops them from pursuing their dreams? That is a great question, Maggie. How do you address the traumas? Okay, the trauma is in the past, and it is a difficult road to go back. It is a difficult place to walk back to. But to address that trauma, we have to um, we have to go back to the time the trauma was experienced, and we need to learn self-parenting skills and reassuring our little selves that the trauma is over, that we are protected, and that we are cared for, and we are loved, and that our adult self is now going to be responsible and take care of our little me. And we are not going to allow that trauma to ever be repeated, and we're going to work through that trauma and move forward together. And I hope that addresses that question. What is the best way to make a coaching package, Jasmine? I offer a 30, 60, and 90-day package, and it really depends on a person's level of need. If they just need a few simple things, my package is a 30-day package. It's 4 sessions, and it's pretty simple and pretty basic. I do have other clients that have a 90-day package, and they're addressing multiple issues in their lives. So you kind of structure it based on the client's needs. So there you go. I hope that answers that question. I'm trying to answer these questions as they come up in the chat. I'm sorry if I miss any questions. Trying to talk and look at the chat at the same time, but hey, we're live, so that's just a challenge that we have. So no worries. Does anybody else have a question? If you have a question, you can raise your hand, or you can join me. If you want to join me in the live chat, that would be great. We still have about 13 people, which is good. We haven't lost anybody yet. So any other questions pertaining to life coaching, and how life coaching can help and benefit you when it comes to your side hustle, your niche, your dream, your new business, your new goals and dreams as far as becoming an entrepreneur and becoming a business owner. If you have a question, type it out into the chat, and I will try to address it. Johanna and Maggie, I hope I answered your questions. If so, give me a thumbs up. Would love to talk to anyone further. If okay, she said yes, you did. Cool. If you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me on FUD, and we can go a little deeper if you want to. But I'm glad I got that. Maggie gave me a thumbs up. Cool beans. And it looks like, okay, Bonnie just joined us. Jack Hansen. Yeah, we have a bunch. If you have a question, or if you're struggling with your niche or with your side hustle, and just ask the question in the live stream, and I'll do my best to answer it. And let me tell you a little bit about what I specialize in as a life coach. I specialize in forgiveness and self-care and then transformation. And my approach as a life coach is forgiving ourselves and forgiving others, because that is a roadblock that holds us back in so many things that we do in our lives. So getting past the forgiveness aspect of life and then moving into self-care and self-parenting, we can always go back and right the wrongs or change what occurred to us in our lives when we were younger. And you can always learn to self-parent yourself. And not all parents do a great job. Some do the best they can with what they have to work with. But all of us, probably had some issues with our parents. They could have they could have been better with this. They could have been better with that. And we always have the opportunity to self-parent our little person, self-parent our little me, and take charge of him or her and parent them the way we believe they should be parented. And that also ties into self-care. So forgiveness is what I start with as a coach. Then I move into self-care. You have to care for yourself. You have to cut the cords and the pain, and you have to learn to forgive. And I have a process, for doing that. And so forgiveness, self-care, and then the transformation can begin. And the transformation that you seek is unlimited. You can transform into anything or anyone that you want to, as long as you have got past the forgiveness part and the self-care part, and you are putting yourself as the number one person in your life. That's where we start. So Maggie says, cutting the cords spiritually or emotionally. Good question, Maggie. You need to cut the cords emotionally, and the way that you go about cutting the cords emotionally is you spiritually connect to the reason for the pain, the reason for the trauma, the reason for the past, and understanding the person or persons that hurt you in the past and that caused you trauma and caused you pain, realizing where they're coming from and understanding that what they did is something in their mind at the moment made sense to them. And you have to understand that everyone works with what they have to work with at the time that they react. And one thing to keep in mind is your thoughts create your emotions, and your emotions create your behavior. And when we run across people that have bad behavior and they treat us badly, and they hold us back, and they talk us down, and they put roadblocks up, and they're not encouraging. Okay, they're not encouraging. They're trying to take your dreams. They're trying to steal your dreams. That behavior is based on their emotions and their thoughts. And you have to understand the emotions they're feeling, and you have to understand the thoughts that they have that create those emotions. And if you can accept the fact that they are doing the best they can with what they have to work with at the time, it makes it much easier to forgive their actions and to forgive their lack of knowledge and their lack of self-awareness. And you look at them as someone needing help and needing understanding. And once you reach the level of understanding who they are and why they are the way they are, you understand their thoughts and their emotions, it makes it easier to accept and understand their behavior. Not condone it, but to understand their behavior. And that lets you off the hook. That lets you have the opportunity to move forward and leave their actions behind and begin to create your own actions with different thoughts and different emotions, which leads to different behavior on your part. So, a long answer to a short question. Yes, Maggie, this is the key for healing. I hope that answered your question, Maggie? Anyone else have a question for me? I'm loving the Q&A, and I've had, let's see, a slice of pizza come up, and like I said, I'm new to this. Lots of people are joining. We're up to like 14 or 15 people. That is awesome. Anybody else have a question? Just, you can raise your hand. Does anybody want to join me on the live stream? I think I'm able to do that. If you do, ask to join the live stream, and I'll bring you on. I'd love to talk to you. I do offer, like I said in the beginning, I offer a 20-minute power session, and I offer that free of charge. And that is a 20-minute session. Each question or each statement in that session is timed. And when we get through all the steps of that 20-minute power session, you will have invested 20 minutes, but you will definitely, I believe, have some very strong feelings about the future, about the past, and have a glimmer of hope about moving forward. So that 20-minute session is to take you back and address some things and make some statements aloud. And at the end of that session, I want you to feel something. And if you feel something, then we have something we can work on, and we can move forward with those feelings and emotions that you get. Maggie has another question. The cord cutting on a spiritual level goes similarly. We just have a few more steps to follow. I'm an energy healer, so I was wondering. Okay, absolutely. The energy, as you know, Maggie, the energy that people have, we have, there's dark energy, there is insecurity type of energy, and the energy comes from our spiritual place inside. Whether we're feeling unsure, whether we're feeling strong, whether we're feeling emotional, whether we're feeling happy, our energy changes with all those feelings and emotions. And I know that some of you have probably heard that you can direct that energy in a more positive place, and that is true. You can do that. You can direct that energy in a more positive place by changing your thoughts and changing your emotions, your feelings about a situation, and then directing that energy into different actions. And so that's working with the power of energy and the healing, taking that energy and turning it within or turning it inside, and using that energy to fuel your understanding, your thinking, your feelings, your emotions, and subsequently your actions. And it going forward, when you see yourself reacting or acting out on your emotions, stop and ask yourself, what thought was I thinking before I felt this way? If you're angry, if you're happy, whatever that emotion is, and whatever action that you are taking, if it's not a positive action, if it's a detrimental action, stop and ask yourself, I know this began with a thought. What was that thought, and how do I change it? How do I reword it? If you change your thought, that action will dissipate and disappear, and a new action will take its place if you can change your thought. So, Maggie says, I agree. I did a class on that. Cool. Anybody else have any questions? We're at about the 25-minute mark. I'm hoping that people are getting something out of this. I will be here every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time to do a live Q&A. Once again, I encourage you to check out my free 20-minute power session here on FUD. I do have a paid workshop that is much more extensive and much more in depth. But I do have the 20-minute power session that I do offer on FUD for free. You can also check out my website, and let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to read the chat. You can also check out my website. It's bradrichard.net. I am a podcast host. I host the Men on a Mission podcast. The number one issue in America is mental health, in my opinion, and that's what my podcast is about. It's about mental health and veterans. And so check out the podcast, bradrichard.net. You will find everything that you need to know or want to know on my website, from my books to the coaching and mentoring, my speaking, and my podcast. So check it out. Love to hear from any of you or all of you, and I'm here to help, and I'm here to get you to where you want to be with your niche or with your side hustle. But make your side hustle aligned with your true burning why. Why do you want to do the side hustle beyond money? We all want to make money with the side hustle, but make sure that it aligns with your true self, and that it is something that your little me would approve of, and it aligns with your hopes and dreams and aspirations. And you may have to go back and ask yourself, what was that? What did you want to do? What did you want more than anything when you were a child? And are you still excited about those dreams and goals today? If you are, then manifest a side hustle that's aligned with those goals and dreams, or has an element of your goals and dreams in that side hustle. That will drive you and keep you going and push you farther and farther and farther with your side hustle, if it's fueled by emotions and dreams and vision and things that make your heart pound. That truly is the most productive side hustle, and the most happy and joyful side hustle that you can find for yourself. Let me see. Able to fly. Okay, Maggie, good. I wanted to be a witch and be able to fly. Well, I suppose there are things you can do. That's an interesting statement. And you wanted to fly, and I guess I would ask myself, Maggie, the question: why did you want to fly? What would you get out of that? What feeling would you get if you had the ability to fly? And then she said, "I don't do witchcraft." Okay, that's good to know. I have thoughts on that. I know there's white magic, there's dark magic, and then there's just Las Vegas magic. So everybody can have an opinion on that. So does anybody else have a question? We're around 30 minutes. We got about 16 people. Surely there's some other people in the chat that would have some questions. And since I don't have a selfie stick, I need to move my phone to my other hand. So does anybody, thanks Chip for all the fire. Chip is sending a fire. Let's see, Maggie, I do healing. That's a bit of a craft there, but I'm learning astral projection. Wow. Now that's an undertaking, and yeah, good for you. Good for you. That is real. That's real deep, and that deals with the super conscious. And we have the subconscious mind, the conscious mind, then we have the super conscious, and that could be a whole nother live stream in and of itself. So sorry for the wobble. But let me see. Yeah. Oh, now we're up to. Yeah, we still have a whole bunch of people in there, and any questions? Any other questions that y'all have? What would you like to hear from me? Maybe that's another question that I can ask y'all, since I'm in Texas, y'all. What would you like out of this live stream? Tell me what you're needing. Tell me what you would like from me so that you can get the most of this live stream that I'll be doing every Sunday at 1 o'clock. If there's something that you need, then let me know. If I miss it in the chat, you can always contact me on FUD, and I'll try to incorporate that into my next live session. Speaking of being authentic, I'm going to take a drink of coffee and wait to see if there's any other questions. Arthur, if you're still here, do you have any questions? Okay, I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, would love to have somebody join me, either in the chat or if you want to, raise your hand. I think people can join live. Let me check this button out. Nope, that's not the right button. But yeah, so that's what I have for today's live Q&A. Kind of last call, last call for alcohol. Does anybody have a question, another question pertaining to life coaching, and what things in your life are you struggling with that's holding you back when it comes to your side hustle, your niche, your dream, your business, your goals? We're all here, wanting to do the same thing and helping each other. And this is my niche. Okay, Jasmine says, what services could we offer besides courses and coaching packages? I would offer, when it comes to courses and coaching packages, I would look at a podcast. I know a podcast is, there's millions of them. And, people say, oh, there's too many podcasts. The thing is with podcasts, Jasmine, I would look at starting a podcast and getting your message out, because there are people that would listen to a podcast and listen to what you have to say in a podcast that wouldn't take your course or wouldn't pay for a coaching package. But that doesn't mean they can't benefit from what you have to say and what you have to teach and what they can learn from you. We all have stories. We all have something to share. And we definitely we all have something that someone else can benefit from. So I would look into doing a podcast. Absolutely. Give me a thumbs up if that answers your question. That'd be great. Anybody else have a question? Oh, sounds good. Thumbs up. Cool. Anybody else? Anyone? Going once, going twice? I'm really happy to see so many of you join my first live stream. That was great. It exceeded my expectations. And so this is what I do. This is what this is my dream. This is my niche. This is my side hustle. I've incorporated a lot of different things into my side hustle, from podcasts to coaching, to mentoring, to writing books, to speaking on virtual stages. Thank you, Maggie. I hope you're feeling welcome. Absolutely. The Fudsters are amazing people. I'm glad to be a part of all you. And I hope everyone has enjoyed this live stream. And if there are no other questions for today, if you want me to keep going, I can keep going. Give me thumbs up in the chat if you want me to keep going. If you guys want to wrap it up, let me know with a thumbs down and we'll wrap it up. Okay, will that work? And I'll be back next Sunday at 1 o'clock with another Q&A. Let me see. Thank you for today's session. Really appreciate your insight and guidance. Mikhail, you're welcome. And I hope you join us next week on the live stream next week. I hope you got some benefit out of it. You're welcome, Jasmine. And yeah, I'm just here to serve all of you. And that's what fuels me. That's what makes my light brighter inside when I'm serving. I transitioned from a codependent person of 50 years and I was codependent for the first 50 years of my life. The last 9, I've been a servant, and I've been serving other people and giving back. I took for very, very long, and now I'm serving others. So I am here. I'm here for all of you, and that's my goal. That's my dream, and that's what excites me, is helping other people. So I'm here for all of you, and yes, for sure. Thank you. You're welcome. I think I'm going to wrap it up. If there's any more questions, the chat's kind of dropping off in numbers, so that's a sign that we should wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining me on the live Q&A session. I will be back next Sunday at 1 p.m. Please have some questions ready for me, and we can delve in as deep as y'all want to go. But Chip, you're welcome, and thanks for being here. I want to thank all of you for being here. And wow, great turnout, very exciting. And keep in mind, I'm here for y'all. So until next Sunday at 1 o'clock, you guys take care of yourself. Love your little me, your little person inside, because they need you more than you can imagine. And you need them to make your side hustle and your niche successful beyond your wildest dreams. So love them and protect them and take care of them. Okay. Until next week, we'll end it, and have a great weekend, guys. Happy Labor Day. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.